Om. In this video, we're going to talk about another very lucky number as a follow-up to the video about number 23, about the number 24. Also has a lot of this similar connotations, who has a lot of luck and gets help from people in positions of power. We're going to break this number down using Chaldean numerology and maybe talk about things that are not so common out there about it. Some of the common things you can find with Chiro and other numerology sites. Now, 24/6 or 24/6 in short form of speaking it is a number that is centered around responsibility, around service, around coherence, around community, around emotional bonds and connections. So at its heart, this 24/6 is the digit sum 6 is three things. It's the balance code, the relationship between the 2 and the 4. It's the potential imbalance and balance effect of these two. And it's also the conscious awareness, the style, and the attitude. So let's just start with the number 6. As I mentioned, I rattled off several of the key characteristics of 6. 6 is really, really good for gaslighting. 6 is a gaslighting number. It can use this power for good or for bad. We're going to talk about that when we break down the 24/6 in the outer world, how this number, you need to be very, very careful about how it uses its powers, because if it misuses them, it can bring back bad karma. Okay, so this number 24/6, let's just get to the gist of it, is designed to create, structured service. Someone who is very, very good at building families, building communities, building tribes. I don't mean like literally indigenous tribes, but a band of community of people around the same goals. It knows how to be soft on the outside, but very strong on the inside, which we're going to talk about. It's got a 9 in there. So 24/6 uses the power of sensitivity. It knows how to keep its finger on the pulse of the outer environment. It's always listening, not just to people's voices, but the subtle vibrations of the environment. It's picking up on all these things, and it intuits it as emotional feeling, like, I just feel this about this person. I just feel this about this space. I feel like this is the right way to move about. This is 24's gift, one of 24's gifts. 24 is the person who could walk into a room. They'd make for an excellent interior decorator, an excellent stylist. You can look at somebody and know what to remove, what to prune, what to change, and how to make them beautiful. Same with the space, feng shui, vastu. 22 has a way to sense the space, know how to organize it and structure it to make it very, very coherent, which tells you also that the space is very, very important for a 24. A success code, one of the success codes for 24 is making sure their space is organized, clean, making sure they themselves also look good, because they're going to pick up on that energy and information. Another thing with 24 is having the right routines, having the right structure in their own life is going to go very, very far for them, because it's going to help them to be able to offer this gift to the world. Let's start breaking the number down more. So, in the inner environment, the way they're supposed to think and move and feel on the inside, they have this structure, this mix of structure, but also responsibility that makes them think like a leader. Think in ways where they can initiate new direction. They can have a one-pointed focus on what it is they're going after. This is how they're supposed to function on the inside. They have this nice individuality that can give them a healthy ego, and I use that word lightly. Ego just means someone who knows how to direct. It's a directing principle. They know how to do this, and they first need to do that by directing their own thoughts, by thinking like a leader, and by embracing their individuality. And this is interesting with this number, though, is because this individuality has to bow to service, has to bow to responsibility, has to be a responsible leader, which is even more so when we get into the outer number energy of this 24/6. 24/6 on the outside is the 62/8. This means this number has a lot of power to have someone in front of them, let's just say, and read that person. Not only read them, know what to say to this person before they even say anything. That's the 2. But then the 6 knows how to gaslight as well. It knows how to charm. It's very, very attractive. It knows how to put on the right mask to communicate to this person. Now, here's the 8 that creates the digit sum effect. If they misuse that power, it's going to come back to them. It's not going to be very, very good, because 8 in this sense as an effect can be bad karma. However, this is a powerful combination that can make this number very, very powerful, which you also will see when you look at the emotional diamond, the outer emotional signature as well. This is a number that has a potential for a tremendous amount of integrity, who will be seen as a very, very powerful person, who will command respect. When they're in the outside world, they're supposed to use their sensitivity and this urge for responsibility, this attitude of wanting to take care of other people, wanting to take care of the environment, with responsibility, with integrity. Now, 6 in imbalance. Let's talk a little bit about that. We talked about this gaslighting thing where they have to use that for good. But 6 also is a number that can be too much of a perfectionist. And with this 8 out on the outside as well, it can make them a little bit cold sometimes. Because why is 6 a perfectionist? Let's talk about it. 6 wants this perfect harmony. They're very idealistic because they can conceive of like the perfect harmony. If I can just move this lamp over there, if I can just get this person to act like that, if I can just have these perfect things set up, it'll just be perfect and the harmony it'll be so coherent. Because what is 6's job? We have to understand what the 6's role is in the creation. 5 is the alchemy that connects the people, that creates the network. 6 is the resulting coherence, the perseverance, the protection. This is a very protective number because both 6 and 8 are very, very protective. In the outside world, they will definitely want to be having urges to take responsibility and make sure they're protecting their people. And the culmination of the 6 is it creates something that's so coherent, so harmonious that leads to 7, the transcendence. So 6 is always trying to do that. Now, I said they have that 1 energy on the inside as well, and 1 and 6 are kind of the perfectionist numbers. So this number has to watch out for being too critical and too much of a perfection mindset. And this number needs to stay in the moment and follow their instincts. We're going to talk about that in a moment. So we have the 8 on the outside. We have the 1 on the inside. This creates an 81/9 or 81/9 emotional center of this number. Right away, we can say with the 9 on the inside, this is a very tough person, someone who can fight and who's willing to fight. They have a soft exterior, the 2 and the 4. That's the queen, the 2 and the 4. This number is also called the queen. But they have a strong interior. They feel really, really good when they bring things to completion, when they get things done, when they take action and bring it. They don't like it when they start something and don't finish it. This is this number. But 81 is also the number of discipline. They need to have this individuality, this desire to assert themselves. But the 8 makes sure that it's done with integrity, that it restricts them. To make sure that it's all the T's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, and all the I's of integrity are dotted. They want to initiate, but with integrity. Okay, now the outer emotional diamond here is a 98. This means somebody whose energy people will feel as someone who knows how to act with integrity and get things done with integrity. Very, very powerful number. Very powerful emotional energetic signature. Someone who people feel can create things that stand the test of time. This is, of course, an imbalance. Now, an imbalance, this number, with this 9 on the inside, means they can have anger problems. Where the anger come from? Because part of them wants to assert this individuality, but then they have this feeling of like, I want to make sure that it's okay. I want to make sure that what's the awareness? What is the long-term ramification? That what do I start? What's the trajectory of that? They need to be thinking in this way. This is very, very good for them, but they need to be not too cold and restrictive, but allowing them to filter their desire to initiate and assert themselves with the long-term ramifications of that. So it's not just random. They're disciplining their individuality, their ego in multiple ways in this number. This number is very much a number where 1 and 6 kind of don't get along in the sense of 6 wants community, it wants unity. It doesn't want ones, which is individuals. So 24/6, the structured service, who uses their empathy and sensitivity to understand how to serve people, how to bring coherence, how to bring healing. It's a leader it knows how to be a leader, but also a servant at the same time. It knows how to be an individual, but as a service-focused individual who knows how to act with integrity. This is a 24/6. Very, very auspicious, lucky number. You may have it as a birthday. If it's your day of birth, it's going to be more about your attitude, your perspective, the style that you operate in this world. But there's a lot of other numbers that have to be factored in: your month, your year, your life path, and other numbers that are not commonly known. So if it's your life path, it shows that this is a number where you're going to be able to attract, you're going to have a lot of luck in general. You're going to be able to attract people in positions of power that are going to help you out. This is a really good number for making beauty a priority as well. Spending time in nature, because 6 is also a number of the earth. Spending time in nature, putting your feet on the ground will really help to ground you, especially if you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed like anger. Put your feet on the ground. Also, using water is really, really good for you. Wearing the stone turquoise and colors like turquoise, magenta, rose. This is really, really good for you as well. Plant medicine, watching how you eat, because 6 can have this thing where their gut, their food is really, really important for them. Because 6 is a spiral energy down. It's like the navel, the sacral, and the root. They're very, very fertile people. If it's your birthday, it may influence your body. You may have, they say with 6s, you'll have one of your fertility parts. Of course, it depends on your name chart and other things as well. It'll just say it'll make you very, very fertile, because 6 is a number of pregnancy. Okay, and 6 is also suited, I said, make beauty a priority, making sure you're dressing well, looking well, you're groomed, your space is nice like this, and artistic as well. This is a number that could have the potential for really, really cool art as well. Emotional art that they can channel through their emotions. They can bring this innovative structure to manifest. Now, 4, it's important to note before I wrap this video up, 4, it likes structure, but why? 4 creates structure for optimization and innovation. So 4 ultimately wants to innovate, but it does this through structure. So 24/6 could give somebody the ability to innovate ways of fulfilling service, innovate ways of taking care of a family through sensitivity and intuition. Okay, with that said, I think I'm going to end the video here. There's a lot more we can unpack with the spiritual diamonds and further analysis. However, if you found this video helpful, give it a like so other people can see it. If you'd like to have a reading or analysis of your own birthday and seeing what your success codes are, what is your purpose, how you're supposed to move in the world, how you're supposed to think and feel for your best alignment, leave a comment underneath this video for a reading analysis consultation, or look at the description where you can find a link to my website. Feedback, comments, questions, in general, leave a comment underneath the video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe and the bell notification. As always, wishing you the best, happy manifesting. God bless. Om.